How's it? YouTube Premium selection for Tuesday, October the 25th. For your YouTube Premium selection today, uh, we're going to go with the over between Arizona and Columbus in hockey. So I like the over here between these two teams here. What you have is an NHL game where I think the game is going to be higher scoring than most people expect, and I think it'll be a higher paced game. So I like the over 6.5 here between Arizona and Columbus, and that game is at 7:05. So the total 6 at 6.5, and you have a 1-4 team versus a 3-4 team. Arizona just lost 2-6 to Ottawa. They're a solid plus 230 dog in that game, and they lost to Montreal as a plus 160 dog prior to that. Losing 5-2. They beat Toronto as a plus 400 dog, which is insanity. And then Columbus just won 5-1 against the Rangers and winning 3-4. With Arizona scoring just 2 goals in their last game, the fact they come off back-to-back losses, I think they can be an active dog here on the road against Columbus. And the fact that Columbus is actually favored in this game, which makes me think they're actually going to play relatively well. And I think Columbus will have some success scoring too. So finally, I wouldn't be surprised here to see this game go over the posted total. And it's entirely based on Arizona being an active dog. But at the same time, when Columbus actually plays well, which is when they're favored, they have a tendency to score goals. They were favored by, against Vancouver, and they scored 4 goals. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this game going over the posted total today between these two teams. Also, I like the Pelicans against the Mavericks today. The Pelicans won't have Zion or Brandon Ingram today, but I think that'll motivate them to play well. Dallas, solid 5.5-point favorites here, but Ingram and Zion, it might even be 6-point favorites now. But Ingram and Zion both supposed to be out. Ingram could have a concussion. This is a hard game, but if you have to like the fact that Dallas comes off a big win over Memphis, and then they'll probably have a letdown. They were up big against Phoenix, and they had a massive letdown in the second half. Phoenix came back to win that game. They took that frustration out on Memphis, and I think they just come back down to earth here. The Pelicans will be motivated without their 2 starters, and I think you'll see the Pelicans, who are 6-2, ATS coming off of a straight-up loss. I think they'll do well here. This is their first full game without those 2 starters, and I think at least for this game, they hang tough. It's a tough game to call, but I'll take the Pelicans plus the points there, plus the 6 probably. So that's what we have for you on YouTube Premium. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you on the live show tonight at 9:30 Eastern, and we'll talk about all the football games for this weekend. Take care.